Welcome everybody. Sorry I... Welcome everybody, it's Oxygen Not Included. I've been looking forward to this stream for a while. Yes, I played it. Sadly, I broke what I wanted to do. I wanted to play this game completely fresh. But the game was so tempting that I think I broke it literally last weekend. It might have been a little sooner than that. So. Anyways, we're gonna load a new game because that's how we're gonna do this. You guys are not gonna be included in games. So we're gonna go standard. Have I survived yet? Absolutely not. I have not survived very long. I kind of got a grasp of somewhat what to do, and that's about it. This game is super complicated. So I'm looking forward to all that. So we're just gonna wait for this loading screen. And then it'll give us 3 people, or 3 duplicates, what they're actually called. It doesn't have to load the world. It's usually not this slow, but I know that it's gonna be a little slower due to the fact that I am streaming. So. There we go. So we're not going to change anything for this one. We're just going to kind of roll with this so you guys can experience what it was. I just kind of have got something going. Now, have I learned which ones I prefer to work with? Yes. Oh. And then if we do that, so I am kind of trying to get some of this done. In a certain rate. Get to certain areas so we can build. Now, I haven't done this too much. I have tried building bases and they don't last very long. So what I might try to do is try to do a temporary base so we get like all of our research done. I'm gonna go down that. I'm gonna take the next. Hold on. I take those. Okay, and I also want to take these. And the reason why some of these I'm picking up so on this side, I know I'm gonna have more injuries. So what I'm trying to do is sorry, I'm losing track of myself. I'm just trying to get a couple more of these done. So right now we got something good going on with the fact that we have so many oxygen spaces. That is a really good thing. We've got a lot of water going on for us. We do have some polluted water up here, but once we can get some of this other stuff going, it won't be a big issue. We're gonna come over here and we're gonna do 3 of those. And I'm gonna put tile this way. Now they still have a way out, they'll just have to build it. They're being really stupid right now though. They do this all the time. They're gonna run out of oxygen. Boys! I swear to God. I know you have low oxygen. You were the idiots that did this, dude! Okay, that's fine. Okay, there we go. So we are finally making some progress over here with this other one. So we do have some oxygen right over here, but apparently this one's completely unable to breathe. Okay, so now what we need to do get all this going for us. So preferably you like to keep it 3 to 4 wide. At minimum 2. You can't have less than 2 or they can't get in there. So they slept on the ground because they never made their pots. Kinda sucks, I won't lie. There's not much we can do other than plan ahead of time, so if we can sleep here, I'm gonna go like this, sleep, sleep, and then we're gonna plan for the next storage area to be over here, where I'm just gonna kind of like make this exist. And then I'm gonna go like, well, not quite exactly like that, because I would rather have all of it, but, and we're just gonna kind of like, slowly make this bigger and bigger. So we do need an outhouse now. So I'm gonna try to keep it over on this side actually. That's gonna be a goal. So I think that I can put these back here. Now, can they be stupid and put themselves into this? Yes, they can. And that's the part that actually sucks. I never know when they're actually smart. So eventually this is something that we'll want to really pay attention to. So, without an outhouse, they do go to the bathroom. So we want to get that picked up as soon as possible because it's gonna make them cold. Or at least colder sooner. So if you haven't noticed, these two are gonna be too high. The reason being is I do happen to understand that this game is a little unforgiving in space. And we're trying to also fit much more than just space in here anymore. The problem is when it comes to stuff like this, the pre-built stuff's already getting in my way. So I usually do something like this because I'm gonna try to build the hole bigger. So like here, I try to get a little bit bigger if I can. So we're gonna start trying to do a couple different things. But to start with, we need a power source. So I usually start with some pretty hefty power sources. It's really hard to have all the stuff that you need or want. So what we'll do is on the side of that, we're gonna build some of these storage components. And then right next to that, no, this one. We want to get something here. We're gonna have something here for oxygen. And then we're just gonna kind of like close this wall. By doing this. And then we're gonna put another door. The reason being for the doors is we're trying to keep an open concept type thing, but at the same time trying to close it off. Because only certain people can get in here. Now, is he about to get hurt? Probably. So the outhouses and such should be over here. We're just kind of waiting for some more stuff. So we should start planting outhouses. Now, I'm gonna put a lot more than I probably normally would. And then I'm gonna put a wash basin. It's an attempt to try to keep things clean, but I know it's not gonna work. And then I'm gonna do this. this, once again, this is all like an attempt to get something done with it. And once again, we want to make sure we're constantly trying to figure out what we can sweep or not sweep. We're gonna dig these out, and we're gonna dig this out. What we're gonna plan for is a 2-room, and then we gotta plan for another big room right here. So hopefully by that point we'll already be, because we're about to hit that pocket of carbon dioxide. So hopefully by that point we are able to access doors, because I don't want to have that swirling inside. For the most part, I'm not going to touch this carbon dioxide because it's going to kill them. And right now we're still fairly breathable, but we need to start making some oxygen, so I need some of this stuff to be available for me. But then once these all get made, I'm gonna create something for that and just have a whole bunch of storage space that I don't have now. And then what I'll have to do is start building out. Now, if you notice, I'm trying to remain within a certain function. So what I'll try to do is something like that for this one. And I'm gonna go down 2. And then I'm gonna go do the same thing on this side. The reason for this is, once again, just trying to keep everything semi-organized. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have like a 3-stacked entry here. So I need this to be like that. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna change one of those so that way it's gonna go that way. And we're gonna try to keep this all to a minimal, but it's not necessarily gonna work. But then we have at least one toilet in the colony for the baths and stuff. So we've got our first achievement in here. But I hate to say it, that it's not looking so good for us right now. Okay, there we go. So what we also want to be able to do is we need to be able to power stuff and achieve certain things. Oxygen diffusers are huge right now. So down in these lower areas, they become unbreathable, like entirely unbreathable. So what we have to do is eventually we have to get these oxygen diffusers down below and still manage to hook them to the power source. But we also need to up the priority of this in particular. And then we're gonna go through it. And once they like finally get this all made, because I'm gonna try to get them. I'm gonna try to get them to a point where I can feel comfortable with certain things, because we're slowly seeing this develop. Yes, I know that we have some invalid. Yes, okay. So this needs water, but that's fine. What we're trying to do is at least get you in. So yes, I might have a lot going on, but at the same time, I'm still trying to make sure that it's decent. I do have a lot planned, so what we'll probably do is like let it sit here. We are finally getting our new duplicate, or we can choose something else. So we can choose these eggs, or you can choose one of these guys. And I think due to the lack of being able to get everything done in a swift manner, we need to get somebody else. I think we're gonna try to go with this guy. The only reason I probably would have denied him is this researching, but he's an ugly crier and he's a yodeler, so like it's not bad. It's really not. Now he's not bad because it's super productive, but the vomiter gets everywhere, and I'm not a huge fan of that. So we will have to wait to get some stations, but I'm trying to get some of the oxygen in areas that we don't have oxygen, as well as preparing like that, and here. Some of these are ready to harvest, so we're gonna wait till they get harvest. So eventually we want to be able to research, but we apparently we can't because of the fact that we don't have this. These are lost because we don't have anything for that. So what we'll have to be researching is a couple of different things in particular, first of all, but in particular, one, and it's compost. And now, eventually, a lot of the doors here that I will be having are going to trade out for a airlock, especially in the bathroom area. So I am just telling you ahead of time, don't get too used to what you're seeing. It's going to change. But I also need to find a place that I can put the water back. I'm not sure how it works, but all I know is I think it takes these really low, empty, it's polluted water and puts them in a place that eventually later on you can develop more. Did I accidentally just block that? So here's the thing about my stupidity is sometimes I do something completely accidental and I think I did it here. And then it has to be deconstructed. Now I don't know if you get the materials for the deconstruction, but I like to think that I do. But this poor guy, I'm going to have to get another cot made. Like here. So we're gonna try to keep it. You're gonna notice that right now they're all gonna be like right around this area. I'm gonna try to keep it simple. But we're gonna have like a full-on like living quarters, different area living quarters to try to keep everyone together, but not at the same time. But once we get to the fact that this will start having some polluted water being able to, or some water being used. But I do think what I'm going to try to do is we're going to try to find some other stuff as well. Like we got some water up here. It's just regular water, but we have like polluted oxygen and oxygen in all kinds of different places. So we're going to try to build out to these things, trying to develop more and stuff, but we need to just maintain and manage where we're at right now. Now I'm gonna switch this because I didn't think about one particular factor here. So eventually we're gonna try to get rid of some of this stuff and we're gonna go across. But the battery isn't gonna hold a lot of life. So we want to make sure that we get it charged up. We want to make sure that it's functional and all kinds of different neat things. So we are going to have a little bit shorter of a stream, just so you all know. I do have places to be today. I didn't mean to be streaming as late as I did, but we can eventually kill these things or ranch them. I haven't been able to ranch them because I usually die before that, but I hate to say it, but we're probably gonna only get an hour in for this stream. We're gonna come over here, and we're gonna eventually want to build, like, probably 3 more small batteries. Eventually, those will get deconstructed. We're gonna be moving the power stuff. So we're gonna just kind of like slowly watch this being developed, but we're gonna start seeing if we can get some of this, where we just do all here, and we copy the settings, and we go like that, automatically making it so we can start storing stuff. It can look a little cleaner, and overall, it just looks better when we do that. So we're gonna sweep again, just to make sure. Like I said, I think what I have to do is come up with a pit for this water to go in, where we're eventually gonna have a filtration. So we're just gonna have to slowly build this giant pit. And then slowly these are gonna get like super full, but it's better that they get full because we'll have more things to hold on to and continue our journeys with. So I am going to dig from this side, and I'm gonna go across to here. And I'm going to include this level. Now, I'm going to go up here to priorities. And I'm going to put him up here. These two ones. So the ones that have slightly more pink, I'm going to be upping their priority because they have skills in them. Now, we do need someone who's not building or digging, and it's just doing the rest, including a higher thing for just in general, but I enjoy all this. So we have set up some priorities, which means we do finally have somebody who isn't just who can just sweep and everything right now, because there is too much going on. Now we do have to make sure to watch out for these guys. So I'm not too concerned. I think I get digging. Yes. So the guy right here, he is only gonna be gathering the stuff, tidying it up, and slowly making some progress here. I'm hoping he gets out soon, so what we're gonna try to do is we're gonna try to move him before... There we go. Just so we're not accidentally getting him squished in a bad place. And then, while these are getting made, we're gonna wait just a second. We're only producing a little bit of oxygen. This is not gonna have much oxygen at all because, as you can see, it's a murky brown. Eventually we want to get something there, so it is being oxidized. But, sadly to say, it's not gonna be that way for quite some time. Now, I like to do that, so I'm canceling them out. Eventually we're gonna get down here, but right now we need to see if we can get some research. So we need to leave room for a couple of things, including this micro musher. We're gonna start running out of rations, and it's gonna happen like so fast that we're gonna forget that we had the issue. And then, like I said, we're just waiting to get a little bit more power. Basically, eventually what we're going to be doing is we're going to move the power to like an area down below, or to a separate little like insulated area where and it'll be generated automatically. So we are also going to start placing 2 more cots. It's just preparation. That is probably the max I'm going to go up until we get some really good research going, because that's about all I've been able to manage. Have I had more? Yes. But things go really bad really fast. So we're going to unlock some of these new blueprints. So we got some new blueprints and everything going on. Now, oh, they're saying it's too bright because of these. So what we might have to do is try to get an area like fitted. Enjoy it and have them sleep a little better, because that's gonna increase like the stress and everything. Oh no. Okay, so we want to dig this. We want that dug like immediately, because okay, there we go. That is someone's bed that just got entombed, by the way, if you guys didn't know. So now we have that. That's such an unlucky situation. But we're gonna like watch this develop a little bit. Right now, I don't think there's much I can do against these unless I try to attack them. Okay, so we're gonna do something that's gonna seem really rude right now, but I promise right now that is the only way to do this. I really don't want to get rid of all of them, but I'm gonna cancel that one. Oh, I was too late. Oh, okay, we do have more. So we have another up here, and so we're just kind of clearing it out so that way they don't think it's too bright to sleep. And then we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna just do a double check here. Make sure everything I can sweep up is swept up. And then we're gonna also prepare to get the ladder up here. Mainly because I'm gonna finally bring this tile across here. And the reason why I haven't done the other piping is I'm gonna try to see if I can manage to pipe it through into here. but keep this manageable at best. And try to keep everything from deconstructing, basically. Now, this might overflow when we first get to it, and I'm completely expecting it. And the reason being is I do happen to know that the water physics in this screws me over when I got such a tight little thing here. But I'm praying that I can manage it. Because it'll like flood the whole thing. Oh, someone soiled, didn't they? Oh, okay. So we have a lot of oxygen being produced on the higher levels. It's like right here. But this, I am going to be putting an airlock through here. Meaning this oxygen diffuser will be doing a little bit more of its job. And in fact, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to get them prepared to start doing a little bit more of its job because I want them to want to come in here. And then I'm going to pray to God that they start digging where I told them to dig. Which, what I might have to do is up some priorities and go to 7 because they usually go instantly to 7s. Go like this, dig these, dig this and that, even though he's right there anyways. We want to start digging here, but we also want to prepare these and these and these ones here, and we also want to dig these. So these can be dug. And then eventually what we'll do is we'll develop up to there. But we want to get these digging done because we need more of the materials to be able to access the station and some of the other stuff included. And then, like I said, we've got these little things that we want to try to keep alive. We have these little pockets of oxygen. That's not what I'm worried about. We have pockets of oxygen there. We have chlorine, carbon dioxide, coal, all kinds of... we have some stuff here, but it's mainly becoming a little bit more centralized on what it needs to be now. Now, we want to be careful because they entomb something completely, it's gone. It does suck, but that is how it works. I'm pretty sure I told you not to sweep. Or not to... Okay. Now, I'm going to also hit this tab now because I feel comfortable with how I've got it so far. So we're going to go a little bit faster so we can watch them develop. It's going to help in the end of things because then we're going to be able to see the progress we need. And that includes, like, just in general, because we gotta start getting up into these areas that... Ooh, what is that? I haven't seen that. No, that. I want to know what that is. So whatever it's in the chlorine gas. This is chlorine with hydrogen. And so we're gonna start preparing for an ascent type mission. And we're gonna go up slowly. And when we finally breach this, what I'm gonna do is something like that. That way, when they finally get up there, we will know. So if you guys don't know, as we slowly make progress across, we'll see some more of this stuff. So like we got pretty much nothing down below that's new, but we're getting more of this stuff. So we need to make this first. I hate that that's what I have to make first. But then we can make this as well. And probably do the 3 there. And do this. And then right after that, we're gonna get this oxygen diffuser. And we're gonna go right here with it. And another one right there. And then 2 on this side as well. And then we'll eventually want to get these wires and finish putting them through. Now, I do want to up the stuff for this stuff. And the reason being is I don't want these in particular to go bad and like sit here forever. So I want these to get built for sure. And this guy's up here digging. Okay, so we've made a breakthrough and we have a little bit more of what we're going at. More carbon dioxide. I still don't know what you are. Okay, so I do have another print available. So what we'll probably do is do that. Do a little bit more and then we're gonna get off for the day, which I hate to say it like that, but... Okay, so we don't want to destructive type because of the stress that can happen with this. So we have 2 super productives and stuff. One can't do digging errands, which is fine, but one can't do cooking errands, which is, I would say, less likely to be okay. But, I mean, being immune to food poisoning is good. So I think we're gonna go with the non-cooking errands instead of water. And then we're gonna sit here and we're gonna go to duplicate skill. Now, we want to make sure we have one in hard, like, in certain areas. So all of our digging has to have at least one duplicate in them as we slowly make it up. Because that way we can enjoy it. So he has hard digging as well because we're going to slowly make it up there. We're going to give him research because that's just something that we want to make sure that we have is some research going. All his favorites are here, so we're gonna go to farming for him. It's gonna give him something we don't want to see. We want to see these greens first, and then we're gonna also go down here and we're gonna give her improved strength. Now she has crop tending already, but we don't need that yet. We need tidying. Eventually, we want to try to get all of these heart ones, and some of these guys is a little bit better on our health for it, because, like this, is amazing, but like at the same time, you want to also progress through here first because you're trying to learn certain skills and skill points. Now, we're gonna go back to them, which they don't, I don't think they stop. I don't think the day pauses to them. And now we're gonna have some research to do. So the first thing you want to do is you want to research your food, your planners for your basic food, and then you want to do right down here where the compost is. I'm trying to find it. So there's a specific area that has compost. Oh, is it right around here? I'm lost. But we do want this power stuff here too. Now, the wires and the wire bridging, I don't know how to use everything here, but we're gonna eventually slowly try to like build on one specific row. So like I'll sit on this and get all of these at once. But we want to get at least the first ones done and slowly work our way through. But as we do that, we're gonna watch as they slowly change the perspective that they're willing to show. And we're gonna slowly eat some of this stuff up too, by the way. And then we're gonna go like this and like this. That way we can still get up to where I need to go, but we don't automatically murder everything that we want. Now, the researches are going to go pretty fast for these first ones, so I just gotta keep an eye on them, because we do want these farm ones for this guy. Now, I know, I'm not sitting out, sorry guys. We have about 2 minutes more. I'm just going to tell you, we're going to hope to God that this gets finished. But what we're going to do is we're going to start planning this. And we're going to only go that far. And the reason why we're only going that far is once again we've got that carbon dioxide right there. But also it starts hitting the iron. Then we also want to be able to just miss this ones. But preparing for it isn't a bad idea. Now, we don't have the airlocks right now because they're further in. So basically what I'm going to be trying to do is, like I said, these are going to go pretty fast. We're going to get all the first ones done. And then we're going to slowly move up and try to work this one in particular because we want this supercomputer for some of these later things. So what we're probably going to have to end up doing is the supercomputer and then going all the way over here to the micro targets and just kind of get it all built up and try to get it all as far as I possibly can. And we're gonna make sweeping a level 7 because it doesn't look very good right now. And we're gonna go like this. Oh, that was not sweeping. So we're gonna go like this. And we're gonna slowly sweep up everything that's necessary. Now, in order to do this, we need to also ensure that we can reach them. And we're gonna go like this. And we're now gonna dig up this as well. So the sweep is gonna be important. This is in a bad spot, so I'm gonna make sure this is cancelled. And then eventually we're gonna get to that. But we want to make sure that we first get stuff off the floor. We do have new oxygen stuff, these algae terrariums, which I'm going to put near the bathroom. And then I'm going to do that and that. Now, normally I would put another one, and so what I'll probably do is a vent eventually. We don't have that yet, but okay, so we are done with the power. And so we want to go back up here and we want to do this first colony development. We're still slowly making our way down and we're going to get off here in just a second. But I just want to show you that this is what I'm doing. I want to block this off because if I can easily just undo this or do something different right here. So I do want to eventually get them down here, so I want to make sure that this is a 7, so they feel more obligated to come and build this. But also without trying to overstress everybody. So if we look at our colony summary, oh, never mind, that's the wrong thing. Our diagnostics, maybe? So, oh, he has food poisoning. That's fantastic. Not really, but like, there's not too much we can do. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make another ration box, but we're gonna wait on the planter. And the reason why we're waiting is we're going to be... So we finally have a compost, so we want to make 3 of these and then put another algae terrarium right there. And the reason being is we want to make sure that those are maintained. Now, I hope I didn't put those on. Okay, I didn't. So they're still gonna want to sweep up completely and everything. Now we have another research done. So I'm gonna get this started. We're gonna finish it up. We're gonna finish what we're doing here. And then we're gonna watch as they finish up cleaning. Sweep. But we do want to make sure that everything's available. Now, there's not much I can do for him because we don't currently have... Now, this is polluted oxygen. This is another reason why I hesitated to do this part right here. But we are slowly getting something done. Oh, I got the wrong tool out. So if we kind of like look around, we do have stuff happening and they are putting it away. We are filling some stuff. I think I'm gonna try to wait till it's all like filled up and everything. Now we do want to get something being made because we are getting low on some stuff. And we're gonna make mush bars out of this. But that gives us this apothecary, which is good because now that now we have a crafting station as well. I'm not entirely sure on the crafting station on how good it is or like how important it is. I just know that I want it. So his sleep's still interrupted, so what I'll probably do is I will assign passing over here. And what I'll have to do is I'll have to try to get the bright light out of this area. Oh, I know what it is. It's this one. So I don't know how I'll be able to, if we can wrangle this yet because I don't have the research for the farms. But as you can tell, they're slowly doing exactly what they need to do. So I'm gonna let this run in the background. So when you guys come back, we're not gonna have too much of a surprise, hopefully. But this is gonna run, and I'm not gonna add on to this. This is exactly what's gonna be left. Once this gets finished, and we're just gonna watch as best as I can. I am gonna start the next one since you guys are right here. But once again, we are just slowly gonna watch exactly what we do. And kind of let them be themselves right now and develop to a point where they are standing on their own. Um, Luckily, we don't need to worry about this. I don't think. I think that's further up or down. I don't know. But I'm gonna let them finish up right here, and I'm gonna let you guys go. So thank you guys so much for joining us for our very first Oxygen Not Included. We will be doing this again next Sunday. Now that does mean that we've already got next week planned, starting with the stream tomorrow morning on TikTok at 9 o'clock. Also included in that is the Lethal Company on Friday evening, and I'm gonna leave that, but the Valor Day on Saturday, and then of course Sunday morning is once again Oxygen Not Included. So just know ahead of time that we already have a full schedule. We're not gonna be changing games. We're not gonna be changing the hearts. Because this is what I've decided to do as one of my next big projects. The only thing that can actually trip that up is a short little video or game type thing with my friends. It will not be happening this week or Sunday. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye!